guys?
Hey, Brent. How you feeling right now, just physically?
I'm doing good. I just got a little banged up. That's part of the game, part of playing the position. Uh, but after a win, everything's sweeter. So I'm not too worried about it. I'm just a little sore, and I'll be all right.
What was it like dealing with that during the game?
I don't really feel much pain during the game. I think my adrenaline it just flows, and it kind of covers up anything that you might be feeling. So, obviously I knew something kind of didn't feel right, but you just keep pushing forward and I just focus on the task at hand, and that's what I did.
Do you think obviously the results were good, but do you feel like it impeded your ability to do anything when you were out there?
No, I don't think so. I played once again. I played great in the first half, but after that happened, I played pretty good. So maybe stuff like that happen more often.
And kind of just looking at the win itself, I asked you if you had experienced a sweeter victory ever before. Kind of looking at what this could do for the program. Is this the type of win that helps build the program up? These Power 5 wins.
Yes, sir. I think so. I think I mentioned it the first week. Those are the games you got to win to put the program on the map. And I think obviously it's a sweet win, but I think now we're expecting to win these kind of games. I think that we've done it before. We did it last year at Missouri, then at Syracuse, and obviously it's sweet. We're going to enjoy it, but that's our standard here. We want to win games. We want to win those big-time Power 5 games, and that's what we have to do if we want to put our program on the map. And like Coach Kermit Davis always says, create a national brand here, and that's what we're trying to do.
Sure, and just the past day and 24 hours, what's it been like just trying to get 100% healthy?
Just living in the training room, just doing whatever I'm told to do and trying to get my body healthy and really just get ready to go for tomorrow, see if I can get back out there and, see how practice goes.
Brent, you guys put up 30 points last week. What did that do for you guys confidence-wise as a whole offense?
Still not good enough. That's not our standard as an offense. We want to be a lot better than that, and we have been in the past. I just got to continue to figure things out. I got to play better at my position. It starts with me. But I thought we got a lot better at, everywhere else on the field. I thought offensive line played great in the second half. Really set the tone. They played physical versus a really good defense. So I was proud of those guys up front. And then I thought Ty Lee did a great job giving us a spark at running back. And then receivers, like always, they're making plays. So it was good to finish strong in the second half, and we just got to carry it over and start faster and just be more consistent and moving the ball and scoring touchdowns.
Against Vanderbilt, you really zeroed in on Richie a lot. Richie was the main focal point, it looked like. However, Syracuse, you really spread the ball around a lot more. You got Ty involved. You got CJ, Patrick. Was that a part of the game plan going in, or is that just kind of the way that it unfolded?
I think the game plan every week is you got to get the ball to your best players. Whether you can do that or not is you just got to wait and find out. So we were able to get it to them at Vanderbilt, and they did a great job just playing good defense and bottling them up. And then Syracuse, they doubled them a lot. They had a safety over the top a lot of the times, and then they were playing tough. We couldn't really, throw any screens to them. So we had to spread it around, and that's what we do. We got guys that I trust and that Coach Franklin trusts to make plays when they get the ball in their hands, and that's what we were able to do, and we had some success doing it. So we'll continue to carry that over.
Brent, how do you guys kind of play against Minnesota like you guys did in the second half against Syracuse, not necessarily the first half?
I think I've said it before, but you got to – the way we play, the tempo that we play out, you got to get a first down. If you can't get a first down and get the tempo going and get the defense tired a little bit, then we're not going to be successful. That's not how we play offense. So I think in the second half we got some rhythm going, got a first down, and that's what it starts with, and that's what we got to do. Going into this week, we were terrible on third down. We're probably last in the country. I don't even know what we are, but like 3 of 20-something. So in order to be successful, you got to convert on third down, and that's something that we'll focus on this week.
Brent, do you think it's tougher to ignore the noise from last week or this week coming off a big win?
I definitely think, like he said, this week. I think the group of guys that we have and the men that we are, after a loss, it's easy to look in the mirror and fix it. You just kind of put your head down, go to work. There's no other option. You're at the bottom. You just got to rise up. Now, I still think we're very mature and we're going to ignore the noise either way. But this week you got people patting you on the back, saying you did a great job. So I just got to be mature and just have the same work ethic that we do every week.
Anything else for Brent?
You kind of mentioned it on third down. What goes into that resiliency that you guys still, I guess, can execute there in the second half?
Yeah, you talking about just how we executed on third down in the second half?
Well,
We still didn't really do that.
I guess my question is, what goes into that? Is there a belief? Is it, that you guys do it in practice, so you
Right.
take it to the field?
Right, it's just execution. I think last year, I don't remember what we finished at, but we were pretty high in the country on third down, so we know we can do it. We don't do anything different. You just got to run your plays and execute them to the best of your ability. We just haven't been great. That's all it comes down to is fundamentals and execution and doing what coach tells you to do. So I think also we got to be better on first down to help us on third down. I think we've been getting behind the chains and getting in some third and longs, which is tough when you play really good defenses like we have. So that's going to be a point of emphasis is being better on first down, which I think will help us on third down.
Brent, Minnesota, I believe, forced 3 turnovers last week. So how big of an emphasis do you guys want to put on in the practice this week on taking care of the football?
Yeah, big emphasis. That's what they do. They create a lot of turnovers, and once again, it starts with myself. I've been, I feel like I haven't played up to my capability. I've, just made some dumb decisions, and that's something I can fix in practice. I got to do a great job in practice of just being perfect, making perfect decisions, and hopefully that'll carry over to the game. And at all positions, I think we've done a great job taking care of the ball and doing our fundamentals. So that's something we're going to have to do versus a really good team.
Yeah, Brent, just wonder what Coach Schaefer's reaction was when you got him that game ball.
That was awesome. I think that I said it after the game, but he didn't talk about it too much. He didn't want any extra attention on him, but all the guys in the locker room, we wanted to get it done for him. And when the ref gave me the ball, I knew that I wanted to give it to him because he deserved it. You could see it in his eye how much it meant to him, and just to see him in the locker room with a big smile on his face. And me being around this profession, I know how it works. I know what it's like to for a coach and just the job security and how it is. So I know how tough that is on him, and for him to go back to where he spent a couple years and to get a win was amazing for him, and I'm glad we could share it with him.
Coming from what you characterized as an embarrassing performance in week 1 to winning a game that very few gave you a chance to win at all, what is that momentum shift like?
That's big for us. Yeah, I think when you're at the bottom like we were after week 1, you have no other choice but to rise up and just to get the job done, and that's what we did. I think we just got to carry that over. Our defense is really good, and that's really helping our offense because they're giving us a chance to stay in some games. So we got to do our job on offense and get better and carry the momentum that we created in the second half over to this game, and hopefully our defense will keep playing the way that they are.
Jovante, against Syracuse, your guys' linebackers really seemed like they came out to play. They were in the Syracuse backfield a lot. How important is that going to be this week with the way that Minnesota likes to run the football?
Yeah, they're really big on the run. Kind of like the first week, Vandy. The big emphasis is going to be stopping the run, and just trying to slow them down. And that's pretty huge, is them getting back there and just making big plays for us along the way.
Jovante, you guys already seem like, you're definitely improving each week defensively as a unit. How far away would you say you guys are from being where you all want to be?
I still feel like we got a lot of work to do. We're steady progressing as the weeks are going by, and just doing what Coach Schaefer asked us to do, and just going by the plan and going with it, sticking with everything he's wanting.
Kind of going off of that, just this year versus last year, when this defense steps on the field, what's the difference in terms of feeling, in terms of confidence when this unit steps on the field versus last year's unit?
Yeah, it's a big difference. I feel the shift. Guys are a lot more energized. They know, we're bringing a lot of pressure, so that's a lot more exciting. And just a different flow of the defense. We all like the way it's going, and we really enjoy it.
When you hear all week about how great the Syracuse offense is and how many points that they're capable of putting up, and you hold them to 23, how's that feel? Is that a better feeling at stopping them than it is, say, a team that averages fewer points?
Yeah, it's a big confidence booster. I still feel like there was a lot of things that we could have did better, but in the long run, we did what we were supposed to do and to help our offense and win the game.
I asked Coach this, and I guess as a player it might be a little bit different, but How do you guys kind of limit the big playability that Minnesota has? They don't throw the ball very often, but when they do, they can really spread some teams out with a play action. I think they have a sophomore wide receiver who has, I think, 1 or 2 50-yard touchdowns already this season. How do you guys stop that big play?
I feel like it's going to be big on the back end this week, not falling asleep. You know, they're going to run, and then try to sneak a long pass in there somehow. So I feel like it's going to be just keeping your eyes, staying consistent, and just, you know, not getting carried away with, you know, not getting the action along the way through the game.
Coach talks about ignoring the noise. Is it tougher to do that, and how do you do it?
No, I mean, just keep doing what we're doing. I feel like just being consistent and just keeping our heads on, you know. We got a lot of good guys in the room that can just, you know, help us throughout the way and just keep us focused along the way.
As a safety yourself, what's your assessment of Reed Blankenship's performance last week?
Yeah, it's pretty good. He's kind of like the little brother out of the safeties, but he's definitely growing. I like him back there with me. He's a good communicator, and I just love him back there. I like him a lot.
Middle Tennessee, our town, our team.